Right, legends, welcome to another live stream. Here we go. Let's analyze the price of Bitcoin as per the thumbnail. What a disaster year on Rune. Taking an absolute dump here to the downside, right? We can go and analyze the spaghetti mess that I've got prepared here on Rune, speak about the scenarios that I'm watching over here. And legends, yes, I have spoken about the scenario where Rune invalidates the bullish structure, takes the low. I have been stopped out of my swing trade. And it is what it is, okay? I added small positions to that swing trade and I told everyone I'm going to take the knock on Rune. I'm not going to just add to my position. But it is, guys, it is a very interesting zone where Rune got the bounce, which I want to discuss today. Right, legends, we will do some technical analysis here on the price of Bitcoin as always, so smash up the like on your way in. And right, I'm also trying something new. I now have this little thingy over here where I can bring people's comments up onto the screen, and then we can read through it together, and then I can also focus on some comments. And also, if you do ask for something interesting, I now have a comment system over here where I can save comments and go back to comments so that I don't forget what I wanted to go through. So as I read through comments and I'm doing technical analysis and perhaps you're asking for something and I want to get back to it later, I now have a cool little system where I can save the comments and go back to it later. So very cool over here, right, legends? A new little system that I'm trying out over here. Okay, welcome to the live stream. If you're not already a subscriber, make sure that you subscribe and turn on the notification bell, because this is where we teach technical analysis. This is where we trade with good risk management. This is where we take small losses and make bigger profits and stay profitable as successful day traders. This is where I teach technical analysis, enabling you to become your best trader. Right, legends, welcome to the live stream. Before I dive in, a lazy Friday live stream over here. It's not going to be a long live stream, so I'm going to be short, I'm going to be brief, and I'm going to be gone. Wait, I forgot the powerful. I'm going to be brief, be bright, be gone. Okay, forgot the bright. Right, legends, let's get into it. First comment here was about Rune. Yes, I remember your past live stream in the berry scenario of Rune. I took the trend fib reversal and saw how magically the 1.236 caught that 1.9 target as the B wave. Lock scale, amused to see it. Yes, definitely. Okay, and that's one of the things that I am going to talk about today. Right, so ID Striker or Dark Striker, you are on the money over here. Okay, who else have we got over here? DJ Monte with Rune. We clearly saw a panic sell event, maybe an overreaction, but guys, honestly, why investing in those risky shit coins when you have much better plays? Well, for me, from a fundamental perspective, Rune is really it's been coming a long way and it's done exceptionally well during the previous bull cycles. Fundamentally, I think things are still good. I think what happened here on Rune was ThorChain's native token Rune has experienced a significant price decline today, dropping approximately 30% in the last 24 hours. This downturn is primarily due to the concerns over ThorChain's financial stability, with reports indicating that the platform faces nearly 200 million in debt. In response, ThorChain has paused its network operations for 90 days to address these issues. Okay, so for now, right, if they are able to turn things around, I do think that Rune will be able to turn things around. And you know, there's also a saying that says never let a good disaster go to waste, and I will show you guys what my plan is on Rune. But I mean, I have to be honest, okay, Rune is not the biggest portion of my portfolio. If Rune goes to zero, I lose a small percentage of my portfolio, and the other projects that goes ballistic to the upside catch up all the losses and puts profits in my bag. You know, my portfolio is very well, how can I say, balanced. Okay, my portfolio is balanced between gaming, between AI, between layer ones, between layer twos, right? Because you cannot have concentration risk inside of your portfolio. If you are going all in on one cryptocurrency or one shitcoin or one altcoin, you guys have to remember, okay, if I look at this little list here that I have, or I can even go to, let's go and have a look at crypto bubbles. I actually haven't looked at crypto bubbles for a very long time. Let's go and have a look here at crypto bubbles. Okay, everything for the year is absolutely amazing, but let's look at the day. Oh, Trump coin actually took the biggest dump. I don't even see Rune here on the screen. Rune, where are you? Why are you not here? Okay, week. Okay, I was expecting to see a big red bubble that says Rune, and I don't see it. Fartcoin down 5.9% on the day. Well, the market actually looks pretty solid at the moment. Way more green than red at the moment. But legends, okay, please do not put all your money into fart coins or meme coins, okay? You have to have a balanced portfolio so that if one project goes bust, the other ones pick you up again, okay? You have to remember, with all these projects, like Rune, for example, there are, I know, legends, it looks very messy, okay? I just want to show you guys what I want to go through today, right? With all these altcoins, like Rune, for example, you have to realize that there's a team of people behind this project, and people fuck up. Bitcoin can't stuff up, okay? Because there's no team of people behind Bitcoin. It's an algorithm programmed into the blockchain, and it just runs. People have tried to hack it. People have tried to bring it down. It is impenetrable to date. Okay, maybe in the future with quantum computing, there's a lot of speculation and conspiracy theory around it. But where there's an altcoin and there's a team of people behind a project, you have to remember that even from a technical perspective, okay, Rune took a massive dump here to the downside, and it was the only altcoin in my entire list of 300 altcoins that I'm watching that took a dump of 30% today. Okay, so you can see that fundamentally something went wrong. It wasn't something technically that went wrong. Okay, and this is why I had my stop below the low from my swing trade. I told everyone I'm gonna take the knock. If Rune does not turn around over here, I'm gonna take the knock and I will be stopped out and I am out. But I will share with you guys my plan in a moment here on Rune. So let's first do a little bit of technical analysis here on Bitcoin. Okay, let me go through some more comments. Who's long? I'm not sure who's long at the moment, but there's some local bullish CVD. Crypto Big Brains Legend, smash up the like. Yes, smash up the like on your way in. Let's get the party on the road. Who else have we got here? Hey, what's your view for February? Will it be bullish? I think March. Okay, if I had to put a if I had to put a pin in the sand, I would say mid-Feb onwards. Mid-Feb onwards, I am bullish, particularly on altcoins. Right, legends, thanks for sharing the love over here. I see a lot of hearts, people sharing some loves. And yes, Mr. Crypto Big Brains, for daily trading setups, join our Legends Pro community. First link down in the description. Okay, if you guys don't know how to get there, you go down. Okay, you go down, you select more to open up the description, and you'll see we have the Legends trading community. We have a free section and we have a paid for section where myself, Andy, and the coaches provide daily trading setups, education, and research, so that you don't have everything that you need to become a successful trader is inside of our Legends Discord Pro community. And you also get access to a masterclass that teaches you everything that you need to know about trading. Right. Cool, legends. Who else? Yes, Hannes. Yes, Dewald. I'm in a nice short on run on small time frame. Did you say Rune? Maybe Rune. Maybe you said Rune over there. I'm not sure. Okay. Yes, Elizabeth, smash up the like. Thank you so much. Dewald, I mean Rune. Okay, perfect. That makes sense. Okay, legends. There's a lot of comments over here, but I think let's start with a technical analysis. Mr. Junior in the house. Right. Welcome, Mr. Junior. Hi, Dewald and legends. Thanks for joining the live stream. Remember to hit the like. We can look at Say as well. Yes, thanks for sharing all the comments. And, you know, as I go through the comments, you guys can see what I'm looking at. And then if there's anything, you know, if there's anything specific that I need to save, I can do that now. I now have a comments management system, which is quite awesome, which now means I don't need 3 screens anymore. I only need 2 screens. Okay, cool, legends. Let's get the party on the road. Let me remove the comments over here and start some basic technical analysis. Okay, right, legends. I took a short last night. I took a short last night on Weeks. Okay, one of my favorite exchanges. On Weeks, I took a short last night. Link down in the description if you want to come and join me here on the Weeks platform. You get the biggest sign-up bonus, you get the lowest trading fees, and you get the 10% cash back on the deposit that you money that you deposit in your features account. So an amazing platform. Come and join me. Trade on Weeks. If you haven't tried it, give them a go. See how it works. Right. This short, okay, let's quickly talk about this short, which I'll explain here in a moment, is that yesterday during the live stream, I think we ended off, where can we have liked to be? Right over here. Yesterday we were over here when I ended the live stream, and literally minutes after my live stream, this happened. Wow. Okay. What happened, right? Absolutely crazy. This happened here to the upside, and I saw people asking me, because I joined Andy's live stream as well, and I saw people asking me, Dewald, did you get into the trade? Yes, but I didn't get into the breakout. Okay. Yesterday during the live stream, we were watching this little puppy and this scenario over here. Okay, this was, I mean, I wanted that pivot to be claimed. I wanted the 0.88. We had a lot of confluence at that level, and you know, sometimes my levels just don't get hit, and then I wait for the next trading setup, and then this happened. But legends, okay, I always have a trend. Me, Dewald, a technical trader, you don't have a trend? No, I have a trend. Okay, there was my trend, and I had an alarm set on my trend. Okay, so after my live stream, when I saw the pump, I went to go do some other things, you know, visit the bathroom, you know, after the live stream, just like to, how can I say, reset my brain and catch my breath, because this light and is very bright, whatever the case might be. But when I came back to my PC, legends, I saw this, and I was like, oh crap, I missed it. I missed the breakout. Okay, let's go here on to the 5-minute time frame, because I was stuffing around here on the 5-minute time frame. Dewald missed the breakout. He did not take the long trade to the upside, but then a miracle happened. Okay, a miracle happened. The price pumped. Dewald did not FOMO into the trade. I just watched it and I was like, okay, maybe this is a popcorn moment over here. Okay, we make popcorn and you just see how high the price is going to go. But then it fell down and it retested the trend to perfection. And what made this scenario very interesting is that the buying pressure that I saw. So sometimes you need to read the price action as well. When you see wicks like this and no candle closes below the trend, that's usually a bullish sign. So I saw these wicks and I saw the bounce, the bounce, the bounce, and I was like, okay, for me to enter this trade, I know exactly where my stop loss needs to be. I know exactly why I'm entering, because it's a breakout, it's a retest, and I like the price action because it's leaving wicks behind and it's not closing any candles below the trend. That's what I love to see. So I entered roundabout over here. Okay, I didn't sniper it exactly, but I entered over there with my stop loss below the low, and I took profits in this zone by the 0.88. Okay, so that was a successful trade in the bag. So I caught the long. You can see if I take a fib, we tap the 0.88, okay, over here, and this is where I closed my position. Okay, right, because I saw the weakness over here. We're not closing any high time frame candles above the 0.88, sign of weakness. Reading the price action, you're leaving wicks behind, you're not closing bodies above the level. Okay, you're not closing any bodies above the 0.88. So I saw the weakness and I closed my position. But then I played a short. Okay, this is now the short that I've just highlighted over here as well. Okay, then I played the short to the downside. And this was the little short that I played here to the downside. Just want to look for, where did I put that screenshot? Here we go. Here we go. This is the short that I took here to the downside. Okay, so let me zoom in over here. Take this fib out the way for now so that it doesn't look this messy. And right, I entered the short. I saw the weakness here by the 0.88, and my entry price was around about 106.338, 106.338. So a little bit down right over there. That's where I entered. Okay. And I actually did not, legends, I actually did not enter here. I did not even enter there. I was a little bit late to the party. After I closed my long position, I was quite happy with my trade. Okay. I had profits in the bag. Successful trade for the day. Hooray. Okay. But then price fell. It did another retest on the trend line, and oh, wait, it didn't retest over there. Sorry, legends, I'm talking crap over here. It bounced over there, but it came back for retest, and there was some local bearish CVD against those two pivots, and that is where I sniped my short entry. And then we fell down, and I took profits around about the zone over here where I closed my short. So 2 successful trades in the bag, playing the retest, closing at the 786, entering by the 0.88, the retest, and closing round about the zone over here. So 2 successful trades in the bag. Okay. And that is what day trading is about. It's about getting in, getting out, banking your profits, and being happy with it. It's literally as easy as that. Right. Getting closer to your goal of 5,000 subscribers, maybe in this stream. Yes, we'll see. Okay. Yes, we'll see. I'm almost at 5,000 subscribers. That nice little round number. Okay. So, I mean, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, you're popping in over here, you know, just hit that subscribe button, hit the like button so that the YouTube algorithm can recommend it to more people, and you can be part of this amazing community where we all learn together, looking at setups and a lot of education. So yes, definitely. Okay, so legends, now, okay, the question is what now? So now I want to just zoom out ever so slightly, and I'm just going to keep the analysis very simple over here. I'm not going to dive into Elliot wave theory today and discuss the WXY corrective structures, because at the end of the day, you know, you can get confused and you can get lost. So the one thing is we have a trend. Okay, we have a trend, and we have a little bit of a, looks like a little bit of a breakout here at the moment, attempting at nibbling at the trend. One could argue, okay, it wants to break out. Maybe this is now the momentum here to the upside that wants to break out to the upside. It does look a little bit like it's completing a 5-wave structure here to the upside. Okay. Yes, we do have high time frame candle closes above. We do have high time frame candles closes above. That's usually a bullish sign. When I see that, it's usually a bullish sign. And even with a retracement, there's a higher chance that you will get the breakout to the upside. But we're not breaking out yet. Okay, so there is the potential long opportunity. Okay, if we successfully break out over here, you know exactly where to put your stop loss, you know why you're entering, and you need to know where to take profits on the way up. Okay, these are definite profit pivots, clear pivots here on the 15-minute time frame that you need to pay yourself as a trader, because if you think you're catching the entry over here and it starts pumping and you're like, oh, I got it. Okay, and maybe it even does this, comes back for retest, it continues, and then it SFPs here from the highs, and it just smacks down, and you're like, oh crap, man, I had beautiful profits in the bag, I didn't pay myself, I got greedy, I thought we're going to $1 million. Okay, please guys, pay yourself. TP1, TP2. Right, as soon as TP1 hits, protect your position so that if you get stopped out, you get stopped out with the profits in the bag. That is what we do as day traders. Okay, so there's now a potential breakout in the making over here. Okay, let me look at CVD, see are we building up strength or are we building up weakness? And we are in fact building up ever so slight weakness here at the moment. So not trusting the breakout just as yet. Right, so legends, the other scenario that I'm watching is this could potentially be forming a little bit of a contracting diagonal over here. Okay, so let me take this out, zoom into the structure, and Dewald, what do you mean a contracting diagonal? So basically how a contracting diagonal works is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it forms that triangle. Okay, then it has a correction to the downside that does not take the low and it breaks out, where this is then 1, 2, 3 here to the upside. Okay, so what I am watching is to say that, well, if this is forming a contracting diagonal, you have to take your trend from the top of number 1, you drag it across where everything connects, and you have to take your other trend from the top or from the bottom of number 2, 1, 2, okay, not from there, from this pivot, and then you just connect the lows. Okay, so now it looks like we could potentially be forming, okay, a 1, 2, 3, 4, and now the question is the fifth wave done? Or is it still busy with the fifth wave over here, where it's going to top out, okay, maybe SFP here from the highs. Everyone is going all in, okay, it's not, and then it ABC to the downside. Okay, not an easy one, legends, not an easy one. If this is forming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe it still gets some upwards momentum, or the fifth wave is done already. I do expect a little bit of a correction to the downside. Then one of two things is going to happen. You're going to start building up aggressive bullish CVD against these two pivots that will give me a clue that you could form a higher low and then have the true breakout to the upside. This is why it's important to put your stop loss where you're supposed to put your stop loss. Okay. And I'm just going to leave that scribble there and show everyone, when you play a breakout like such and it's nibbling at the trend, if you put your stop loss where you are supposed to put your stop loss, okay, and this is a bullish structure to the upside and it corrects in a three-wave structure, you will not get stopped out because it's going to form a higher low and then smack back out. Okay. Because I do see a lot of people playing breakout strategies. They put their stop losses way too tight. Okay, they put their stop loss here, for example, playing the breakout over here. And what does it do? It looks like it wants to break out. It comes back down and then it rock and rolls and it stops you out. And then often what people say is, man, it did exactly what I wanted it to do, and then it just left without me. It stopped me out and it left without me. It's because you're not putting your stop loss where you're supposed to put your stop loss. That is why. Okay, you're entering with too much capital, so you're not willing to take this knock. You're not willing to take that knock. Okay. Cool, legends. There is some local bearish CVD forming, so please be careful. Okay. Do not FOMO into trades. Do not risk more than what you can afford to lose. And there is also the other scenario. Let's go back here onto the 30-minute time frame. Just look at this little bit of a scenario over here. We could also be forming this little triangle. Okay. Okay, where it looks like we're breaking out at the moment. And all we are doing is forming an A, B. Maybe you're going to come down for a C, D, E, and then we have the breakout. So just be careful. There is a potential that this structure is a corrective structure, okay, and it comes and it takes the low again. Okay, so I mean, it's just never easy, right, legends? It's never easy in trading, and that is why you need to apply your trading strategy with good risk management. Okay. There is also another scenario that I'm watching, legends, is to say that the correction could be done over here. Okay, there's a chance that the correction could be done over here. And whatever is happening over here is a bullish structure where you have a bullish 1, 2, it's forming a 3, 4, 5 here to the upside. It's going to do an ABC, maybe retest the trend, and then it continues momentum here to the upside. So definitely, and lots of scenarios to play out over here, legends. The one thing that I just want to highlight on Bitcoin is if I go onto the 1 hour time frame, I am still expecting some volatility today because we all know that weekends are known for very, very boring price action. Last Friday, I ended off the live stream. I think it was last week Friday. 2 weeks ago Friday, I ended off the live stream, okay? Right over, yeah, this is where Friday ended, right over there, that one Friday 2 weeks ago. And I ended off the live stream by telling everyone, please take a break from the charts. Please go spend it with family and friends, walk on the grass, take your dog for a walk, drink a beer, have a brandy, your Coke, your tea, whatever your favorite drink is, because weekends are known for very boring price action. I mean, how do you trade that? if you are maybe a scalper on the 1 minute time frame with 200 or 400x leverage, by all means knock your socks off, okay? But this is typical weekend price action. Okay, what happened the previous Saturday? Just want to see. Saturday. This was Saturday. Sunday. Okay, this was last weekend's price action. Very, very boring. Okay, not a lot of volatility. It's very boring to trade weekend price action. So what I'm basically trying to highlight over here is that if we are going to get a volatile move, it needs to happen today before the market closes. So we either get the breakout, okay? We either get the breakout here to the upside, and then over the weekend, we do the boring price action, or we get the breakdown, and then over the weekend, we do the boring price action. But I want one of these two moves to hopefully play out today before tomorrow starts, because if we are just going to still be here, okay, by the end of today, I'm afraid that I don't think we're going to have the breakout. It's not going to be a successful breakout because weekends are known for boring price action. So I'm expecting volatility today before the market closes. Okay, so cool, legends. I want to highlight this little bad boy over here. Okay, the most interesting box to the upside, legends, is this little red box that I have over here. That is the most interesting box that I have. If we get a successful breakout over here, okay, maybe today, this is a very interesting box, okay? So please keep your eyes peeled, okay? Because that is when you take your trend-based FIB so that you can go and draw these levels in yourself. You take the trend-based FIB from the high to the low, you snap it on, you drag it across, and you can see exactly where I've got that box, okay? The 1.236 and the 1.382, okay? If price breaks out over here, okay, this could be an epic short if price finds weakness inside of here, bearish CVD, struggling to break out, exactly what happened over here. Sorry, where was it? Yeah. Okay, on the 15-minute, 5-minute time frame, there was a lot of signs over here that price was struggling to go higher, and I will be looking for the exact same thing over here, because if price is going to struggle in this zone, and it shows me what it showed me over here, this could be an epic short to the downside to even come and claim the low at $88,000, because then you have an A, B, C flat. You have a B wave that takes the high of the impulse, and you have a C wave that takes the low of the A wave. Okay, someone asked yesterday in the stream, Dewald, do you get a corrective structure that takes the high? Yes, you do. It's called a B, it's called a flat structure. Basically, it's a corrective structure that takes the high and takes the low. It wipes out liquidity on both sides. It resets the market. The market makers love to play out these moves. Okay, it makes people extremely bullish. And where do these people put their stop losses? Yeah. Okay. Then it comes back down. It stops out all of these people. Okay, now because now it's stopping out all the stop losses here above as well. So it grabs all of this liquidity. It goes back down, it grabs all of this liquidity, it resets the funding rates from both a short and longing perspective, and then it blasts off to the upside in an explosive move. Okay. Market makers love flat corrective structures because it's fake moves. It grabs liquidity on both ends, and then it continues in the momentum that it needs to continue, which is bull market momentum. Satoshi, Rune is going to zero, right? Rune is going to zero. Okay, so you just had to say that twice, right? You just had to say it twice, that Rune is going to zero. Okay, it reminds me when everyone said Bitcoin is going to zero when we were in the previous bear market. Okay, nothing's ever guaranteed in this market. Okay, we trade with good risk management. I got stopped out of my swing trade. It is what it is, but I will share with everyone what I shared or what I'm going to talk about here on Rune in a moment. Okay, so from a 4-hour perspective, I just want to see what it looks like here on the 1 hour. Yeah, I mean, legends, there's always a chance, but I don't like this. Okay, I just have to say it. I don't like that we have a wick, okay, and we didn't close this candle above the trend, and now it looks like it just screams fake out to me. Okay, I could be wrong because the market is here to surprise us. If we successfully break out over here, please pay yourself on the way up and pay attention to this box, okay, that I've highlighted. Pay attention to this box. I just don't like that we left a wick behind, and that usually screams to me a little bit of a fake out. Okay. Right, legends, to the downside. We've spoken about the bullish case scenario. There's also that scenario, legends, where we just keep on ranging and then we break out. Okay, so it's basically finding weakness, it comes back down, and then it's not time yet for the breakout. Okay, but with good, I always say, legends, with great risk management is always a great trade. Okay, any trade is a good trade with good risk management. If you want to have an attempt with 0.5% of your capital because you're speculating that, what if I miss the breakout here to the upside? Okay, you can speculate on a breakout here to the upside. Just use very little capital if you're not sure. Okay, from a shorting perspective, I'm looking still at an SFP from the low. That to me will be a very interesting long. If we reject for some reason and we fall back down, I'm not looking at this pivot. I'm not looking at this pivot. I'm looking at this pivot over here, because if you take a fib, there's some confluences here from the low to the high. You can see, okay, this little pivot has confluence with a 50% fib level. Okay, but I want to see that price action. I want to see us dip below and get acceptance back above, trading above this level over here. Okay, if I do not see this price action and we start trading below this level, that's a sign of weakness. Then I look at the 0.618, where it's the point of control of the entire range that we've been in since November. Okay, I'll be looking for price to trade above that little pivot over here. So if we lose this zone, okay, this to me will be my next longing opportunity. So I'm building up a plan, and that is very important to have a plan. What happens if we hit this level and we SFP? What happens if we hit this level and we SFP? What if I don't see what I like and I see weakness and berry CVD building up? So the reason I build up a plan at all of these levels is because no one can predict the market. And if anyone out there tells you that they can predict the market accurately, they are smoking their socks. And you can tell them, I said so. Okay, if they're lying, blatantly just lying to you. It's all just technical analysis. And the reason, okay, we are all here to learn how to apply technical analysis and build up confluence so that we can apply our trading strategies for successful trades. So this is the short of the long that I'm looking at. And 50% confluence over here. Rune. Yes, I'm getting to Rune, Mr. Godfather. Okay, and right, so this is the SFP that I will consider. And legends, the reason I'm building up a plan over here is that if price comes here, I know what to do. If price comes here, I know what to do, so that I'm not caught off guard. Okay, I'm going to do grocery shopping. I come back to, from grocery shopping and I see this. Okay, and now I'm like, what do I, oh God, we crashed. Okay, we're going into a bear market. You start panicking, selling all your altcoins and, phoning your grandmother because you told her to buy Rune and she needs to sell it, right? No, legends, we need to have a plan, because I'm telling you now, if I see this price action, okay, I will attempt a long. And this long could be epic that takes you back to all-time high. Definitely a possibility. A sweep of this low, okay, or a sweep of this little pivot, okay, could be the trade that sends you back to all-time high into this box. If this breakout is not successful and we come back down and we lose this low over here, okay, I'm looking at these two lows for potential long. So in a nutshell, I know I'm keeping it short and I'm not, going into too much detail, I think, here on the price of Bitcoin. Right, so some of the levels that I'm watching at the moment, I just want to see what is CVD doing over here. Yeah, okay, we took that. Right. 𝗬𝗍cie CVD has been invalidated. So it's anyone's game here at the moment. I can count. Can I? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. It's very hard for me, legends. The one thing that's concerning to me a little bit over here is that it's very hard if I go here onto the 15-minute time frame. It's very difficult, okay, to count 5 waves in this structure. It's just very difficult, and it has to be a 5-wave structure because here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Okay, that makes sense. That to me has a tick. But this, I'm struggling to count a 5-wave structure, okay, which basically means if it's not a 5-wave structure, it could be a corrective structure to the upside, and it could definitely tank down again, okay, because this has to be a 5-wave structure. Even if I go here onto the 5-minute time frame, and I don't like to count Elliott waves on the 5-minute time frame, I mean, where is the 5th wave? I'm struggling. I mean, if you can see the 5th wave, by all means, let me know. 1, 2, 3. Where is 4 and where is 5 that takes the high? This looks 1, 2, 3. This looks like a 3-wave structure. Now here you have a potential 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very confusing. Okay, you want to start here with a 5-wave structure. So you want to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then it gives the scenario higher probabilities that we're building a bullish structure. So in saying that, legends, you know, I could be wrong over here, but struggling to count 5 waves in this structure over here leads me to believe that we could potentially fall down. Okay, so just be careful. If you're attempting longs over here, okay, be careful, apply good risk management. Don't risk your whole portfolio at 50x leverage. Okay, be a responsible trader. Cool, legends. Now, smash up that like for the education over here. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Friday, always the best day of the week. Truncated since it didn't take the high. Truncated 5th waves are extremely rare in Elliott wave theory. I never, ever consider a truncated 5th wave because of how rare they are. Okay, so I would rather look at a bearish structure than looking at a truncation of a 5th wave. They are extremely rare. It's like a 5 to 4% probability of them playing out. Okay, or finding one that successfully played out, right? So, I mean, yeah, I can clearly see the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I look at the previous structure and I'm like, but what is this? Why is this a 3-wave structure? Because you can have a triangle with a 3-wave structure, but then the rule is all the structures has to be 3-wave structures. So you can get a triangle with 1, 2, 3, correction. Then you want to see another 1, 2, 3, correction. And now there's a problem. Now this is a 5-wave structure, not a 3-wave structure. So the rule is if the structure starts with 3 waves, all of the structures needs to be 3-wave structures. Okay. And the fact that we now have a mix between 5-wave and 3-wave structures leads me to believe that I think we're going to find weakness and roll down. Okay, I could be wrong, legends. I could be completely wrong over here, but I don't like this. For an impulsive wave to the upside, it's a really bad start. Okay, Bitcoin didn't kick off on the right foot over here. Don't like it. Okay, and obviously, if we do just smash out from over here, okay, then, I mean, it is what it is. The market is here to surprise us. I can actually count. Want to see? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, this is where it becomes interesting. So from this pivot to the high, you see, this is also, legends, this is also not an impulsive structure. This little boy over here is also not impulsive. Yes, some will say, but Dewald, I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, this went too deep. It tapped a 0.618. A fourth wave is not allowed to retrace that deep. Not allowed to. Okay, this is also not an impulsive structure. That's why it fell back down. So let's see how this plays out, legends. It's going to be interesting. But like I said, always, with good risk management, you can attempt trades. Often when I'm not sure as a technical trader, because I do not take every single trade, legends, you need to understand that. Yesterday, I took this long, that little retest to the upside. I closed my position and I took a short over there. With that little pivot, I took a short and I played and I took profits. 2 successful trades in the bag. When I see a structure that confuses the crap out of me and I'm not sure if we're going up or going down, sometimes I will jump into a trade with good risk management, and instead of risking 2% or 3% of my capital, I will risk 0.5% of my capital. So if I'm not sure, sometimes I will jump in with a much smaller position, or I will just stay out of it. I will wait for a trading setup that makes more sense for me. Okay. Right, legends, this morning in our Legends Pro community, this was one of the setups that I highlighted. This one made more sense for me, where I said, legends, it looks like we're breaking out, okay, and the retests is potentially great load up zones. We formed some nice bullish CVD and we claimed the high again, and I did tell the legends, this to me is a definite profit taking area. We ever so slightly front run that level, but maybe we're going to grind up here and finally tap the TP area, the first TP area. Okay, this trading setup made way more sense to me. Okay, so I only enter high probable trades that make sense at the end of the day. Okay, hope that makes sense. Okay, right, legends. Now smash up the like. Let's see if we can get to 120 likes. If we can get to 120 likes, I would like to discuss Rune with everyone. Okay, lots of FUD. Something wrong with basically their lending protocol, but the project is still healthy. It's decentralized. It's still running. Okay. Let's see if we can get to 120 likes. Can we get to 120 likes? 113, we're almost there. We're almost there. Let me go through some comments. Okay. Hi, Dewald. Right, let's do this so you guys can see which comments I'm reading. Hi, Dewald. Anything changed in scenarios from the analysis you did this morning? Franz, oh, you inside the Legends Pro community. Obviously, the price has moved a little bit, so I basically just went through, I don't know if I went through something extra, but my analysis, yeah, is basically the same. You know, the SFPs from the highs, the box on top at the 1.236, the swing failure from the lows. Those are the key levels that I'm watching over here. Okay, can you tell me how to buy 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗍 token on pre-sale? All bloggers are promoting. Yeah, I mean, I don't like comments like these because I don't want to tell people how to go and buy scam coins. Okay, so please don't post these things. I'm not sure, Marcus, Willie. Okay, I have seen these, what is it, 𝗖𝗿𝗆𝗇m scamming the comments in my YouTube channels after I've gone live. Hundreds of robotic comments that I need to go and delete, so I'm not going to answer that question. Right, smash the like, yes, subscribe to the channel. That would be absolutely amazing to get 5,000 subscribers. Okay, it would be absolutely amazing to get 5,000 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button for future notifications. Okay, who else? Hi Dewald, my man, can you please share and guide how to use the AGGR tool to look at RSI, please? Okay, it's not an RSI tool. It is a cumulative volume delta indicator. It is a real-time indicator. It's not a lagging indicator like RSI. If I have time today, I will maybe go through it, but I mean, it's I want to keep the live stream a little bit shorter today. So if I have time, I'll go through it today. If not, I'll go through it on Monday. Okay, cool. It's going to take me a while to explain it, so I don't want to rush it. Okay, can we look at the Trump coin? The Trump coin, what can I say? What can I say? Did you guys see his wife's coin? Actually took a dump to the downside. Right, look at the 𝗬cie. Look at the 𝗬cie. I did look at the 𝗬cie yesterday, and it actually looks pretty bearish. Okay, subscribe. Subscribe. Thank you so much. Dadas, thank you so much. Like, yes, you liked as well. Thank you so much. Right, Rune bottom. Okay, let's talk about, what is this? Hi, Dewald, I'm late to the live stream. Did you got stopped out on that Rune position? Yes. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let me take the comments here out the way. So, legends. I told everyone, okay, this was my plan, and I said no financial advice. And also I said I didn't enter with all of my capital, hoping for the best, closing my eyes and praying every night that we're going to go and hit this high, because I didn't enter with all of my capital at 20-50x leverage. Okay, I told everyone I was building a position in this zone over here. Okay, but I was waiting for the break of the trend, and after we break the trend, and we did not take the low as yet, but we have to break the trend, I will add more aggressively to my position. I didn't get this, so I didn't add aggressively to my position, and I got stopped out. So I'm out of my swing trade. I still have my spot bag, okay, and I have a decent spot bag. Right, legends, what is interesting about the dump here to the downside, you can see that we have tapped the 1.236 to perfection, where we're getting the reaction. High amount of volume, okay. If I switch on my stuff, let's switch on the stuff over here, okay. This is where things now become a little bit interesting to me, legends, is that I now want to zoom into the 12-hour time frame and just look at the structure here to the downside, because we have spoken about the potential of a WXY to the downside as well. Okay, I know it looks messy, but please bear with me. I want to take this flip out the way just to clean it up ever so slightly. And right, so legends, WXY, we have now tapped a Y target. So there's a couple of confluences that's now aligning here on Rune. We have tapped a 0.618 when you take a fib extension from the high to the low to the high. We have now tapped a Y wave target to perfection. Also, we have tapped that 1.236 on the logarithmic scale. Okay, so this is support. This is why it's getting the bounce. If Rune can pull up their socks and fix the crap that they've got inside the company at the moment, okay, this is the zone where it needs the bounce. Okay, also on the log scale, you know, I just want to point out some of these things I'm just pointing out the technicals. That's all I'm doing. I'm not being biased because I like the fundamentals or I want anyone to buy it. You don't have to buy it at all. In fact, you can go and, you know, sell your spot bag. I'm just pointing out the technicals. Is if I look at this entire structure, okay, and I take a fib from the low to the high, where did we bounce? At the 0.618. When I take a I just want to highlight what I'm seeing over here. When I'm looking at this as a corrective structure to the downside in a WXY, we've also tapped the 0.618 when you take a fib from the high to the low to the high. This is a Y wave target in a zigzag in W, okay, a complex corrective structure in a X, and a double zigzag, which I'll show you guys now in detail, a double zigzag in a Y wave. So it has hit where it is supposed to get support from a technical perspective, and I mean technicals just don't lie at the end of the day. Okay, now when I zoom into the 4-hour time frame and we just look at this little dump that we formed here to the downside, and I can take this out and I can take that out, and I switch on my stuff. Okay, what I've counted, and I actually spent some time with Andy this morning and we went through the structure together and we were discussing probabilities, and to say that, well, what if this is the X and this is the Y? What do you need to look out for? So I can count an ABC, 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 okay, a double zigzag in, and then you take your fib from the high to the low to the high, and we have tapped the 1-to-1 extension also to perfection. Okay, I don't know if I actually have that saved. Let me take, and that might be on the regular scale. There we go. Okay, we have tapped the 1-to-1 extension to perfection. Okay, you basically have an ABC and an ABC. There you, okay, and then you have another ABC here to the downside. And this is where Rune is currently finding the support. So I bought a little bit, or I added ever so slightly to my spot bag over here. I'm out of my swing trade. I got stopped out of my swing trade, but I mean, I just don't like a good disaster to go to waste. Everyone, I can tell you now, even some people here watching the stream, no one wants to touch Rune at the moment. No one wants to buy it. In fact, I have had messages from people telling me today that they've sold their spot bags. They are out. They've had it with Rune. The project is dead. It's going to zero. And I see the comments here in the live stream as well. It's going to zero. And I can tell you guys now that I am the type of person that likes to buy the fear, and I am buying the fear at the moment from a spot perspective. And I can just share with you what I am doing, and right, that's my plan. You don't have to follow my plan. I encourage you to do your own research and not buy Rune at all, okay? Because it is risky and we don't know fundamentally what's going to happen with the project. I'm just sharing with you, my plan is to buy fear. I want to buy when no one wants to buy. Okay, because that is how I have made a lot of money in my life, is when everyone is too scared to touch something with a stick. Dewald is there buying the fear, and those projects has given me massive gains. Okay, so yes, it could go to zero, and this is why I'm not buying with my entire portfolio. Okay, I'm just nibbling a little bit over here. It can definitely just tank down here. Okay, definitely a possibility, but I just like to buy fear. From a technical perspective, it's bouncing exactly where I want it to bounce. I cannot ignore my technicals, and I have to be robotic about it, because if I was not robotic about it, I'm telling you guys now, and if I was looking at this from an emotional perspective, I would not touch it. Okay, so that's basically what I wanted to discuss here on Rune. Just to let everyone know that I got stopped out of my swing trade, and the only time, okay, and we have discussed this, legends, the only time I will touch this again from a swing trade perspective, okay, is if price, okay, from a spot perspective, I don't care, right? Dips are made for buying. But from a swing trade perspective, what needs to happen for Rune is it needs to find strength above this low. It needs to break the trend. Okay, it needs to break that trend, and it needs to consolidate outside of the trend without taking this low again. Then I will consider opening up a swing trade again. But until this happens, I am not opening up another swing trade. Forget it. Okay, these little candles over here for me from an investment perspective is a buy the dip opportunity. But from a swing trade perspective, okay, where I'm trading with a stop loss with my 3 W's, okay, I want to see this price action before I will consider a swing trade. That's it. Otherwise, I'm not touching it from a swing trade perspective. Okay, cool, legends. Also, someone asked for buy low, yes. Buy the blood in the streets, yes. I mean, it is a difficult, legends, it's really difficult, okay? When you see a project collapsing, and I have seen it many times, and yes, there are some projects that crash, like Luna, and it's the start of a bigger crash to the downside, and you just see your ass, especially if you are over invested in that project. I have learned my lesson with Luna. I was over invested in Luna and it went to zero. Okay, I've learned my lesson. I'm not making that mistake again. But I have seen more projects. Okay, Luna for me was an exception to the rule. I have seen more projects that has FUD. Okay, they get hacked. CRV got delisted. What was the other one? Waves got delisted from some of the exchanges, and they have basically done V-shaped recoveries. So I would say 8 or even 7 out of 10 projects, okay, that has FUD, something goes wrong in the project team, usually presents the best buying opportunity. So I am willing to put my chips on the table where I know I have a 70% chance of winning. And it's the 30% chance of losing that scares people over here. Because some people know, I've seen this movie before, it's going to go to zero. But you have to ask yourself the question, how many times have you seen that movie out of all the projects that's had FUD? Okay, you have to go look at it from a statistical perspective. If 7 out of 10 projects that has FUD fail and they go to zero, you still have a 70% chance that if you buy dips for every 10 projects, 7 of them are going to win and make a V-shaped recovery back to the upside. Okay, for me, I am trading on odds. If I have a 70% chance of winning the lotto, I'm going to buy a fucking ticket. If I have a 0.0001% of winning the lotto, I ain't buying a ticket. It's as simple as that. I trade probabilities. And if I have a 70% probability that it could reverse here, I'm going to buy a little bit, but I'm not going to put all my money in there, okay? I am banking on the fact that it can go to zero. And then it's off my portfolio, and then the rest of my altcoins will drag it back up and save my position, or just, it's not going to be significant in terms of my portfolio size. Okay, unless I go and put 50% of my cash in there, right? Okay, right, yes, legends, Rune and many other altcoins can be traded on Week's first link down here in the description. Okay, this special is for you, the community watching this live stream. By supporting the channel, you can go and register here on Weeks. All you need is an email and a password. You get one of the biggest sign-up bonuses on offer from any exchange at the moment. You get the lowest trading fees, and you get 10% cash back on the money that you deposit in your features account. Okay, it's for you, it's for my community. I've organized it with the Weeks team and spoken to the CEO. You also have direct access to the support team on Weeks through our Discord community, an absolute amazing exchange. I also have Bluffin, okay? All you need is an email and a password. And right, these are my two favorite, these two are my favorite day trading exchanges. Bybit and 𝗖𝗍cie, I've got my swing trades there. I've got my bigger spot bags over there. But I do have some swing trades open here on Weeks as well, and on Bluffin. I've got 2 swing trades over there and 2 swing trades over there. Right, Rune, I got stopped out. It is what it is. Right, someone asked for Flux. I want to go through Flux because in the comments section after yesterday's live stream, someone asked for Flux. Crypto Big Brains, I know you've got Link, you've got ETH, you've got TLM for the legends. Yes, let's quickly, I'm going to go through it quickly because I am running out of time. Okay, so what do I see on Flux? As simple as long as we don't take this low, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a bullish structure. The low has to hold over here, exactly the same as Rune. This low has to hold. Rune had FUD, that's why I did this, okay? Most of the other altcoins just stood still, and even some of them had some upwards momentum to the upside. So it's clear FUD, okay? It's pity it happened, but it happens, right? That's why you don't put all of your eggs in one basket. What a great buying opportunity here on Flux is if you take a fib from the low to the high, okay? We are at a maximum target where I want to see the bounce. Okay, I want Flux to find support at the 0.786. This is the zone where I believe you need to pay attention. Okay, yes, it can come to the 0.88 as long as you don't take that low. Okay, but I don't like the 0.88 because once you tap the 0.88, you increase the probabilities of taking the low, and this is why it's so important that needs to be your invalidation. Okay, from a bullish perspective, okay, it finds support and there's your trend. There's your trend. You could also just wait for the breakout. Okay, in hindsight, one could also argue, well, Dewald, if we just waited for the damn breakout, this is why my trends are so powerful. If we just waited for the breakout, okay, I would not have been stopped out. But I wanted to build up my position over here, but that's why I went in light. That is why I went in light, because I told everyone once we break the trend and we consolidate outside, that's where I go heavy into the position. So what you could do here on Flux is wait for the break of the trend. Wait for price to consolidate outside of the trend without taking the low. That is a bullish sign. If you are attempting a spot trade or a low 2x leverage position here to the upside, you can be patient. Sit on your hands and go eat some popcorn, do something else, set your alarms on the trend line and wait for the alarms to go off. Okay. So that you don't get stopped out. Or you decrease the probability of yourself being stopped out. Okay, so some people want some ETH here as well. And I mean, I have gone through Ethereum a couple of times already, and I have discussed the probabilities. This to me does not look like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, for me, it has a low probability of being a completed structure in a wave 1 because of how short this wave 4 is. Doesn't make sense to me. It looks more likely that this is a 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, where you then have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it looks more like a 1, 2, 1, 2. And what I do like about Ethereum here at the moment is that it has already claimed the liquidity. What I also like about Ethereum is, okay, dare I even show this? If I look at the RSI in yellow, please look at yellow. Okay, I know I've got some crazy shit here at the downside. I don't use it. Okay, it's something that I'm testing out at the moment. Just look at the yellow line over here. Some of the bullish signs that I like to look at is that you have a low and you have a lower low. This low was made over here. And now this lower low made a higher low on RSI, which is a hidden bullish divergence. So if ETH had to come down and do that again, and you now have 3 peaks to the downside and it makes another high over here, that's going to be extremely bullish. Okay, it's either the low is in already or it's going to make one more low and break out. Okay, there's your trend. It's nibbling at the trend. There's no high time frame candle closes above just as yet. Okay, I want to see high time frame candle closes above. It's just left a wick behind there at the moment. My alarm went off and I didn't enter a trade over here because I want to see a high time frame candle close above. Going to be very patient with this trade because yes, it can smack down and do that, and then you have the 3 peaks to the downside, which is usually a really good bullish sign, especially if you have higher highs on RSI. Okay, happy weekend all. Yes, Mr. MK Alexander in the house. Welcome, welcome. Okay, Link TLM for the legends. Let's go and have a look at Link. USDT. Let's do this. Link. Dum dum dum. Did I not? Let's just go look for it manually over here. Do I have to go? It's most probably there. I'm just not seeing it, guys. Link. USDT. Let's try again. There we go. Oh, I actually had it saved somewhere else. Okay, let's go to Link. Let's look at where the structure is at the moment. There, Link still has a chance, okay, that it's building up a 5th wave here to the upside. Okay, also, there's your trend. There's your trend, okay, or it has already broken trend. I don't know which one to pick over here, but if I had to pick, I would pick this trend because it has a better degree, okay? It has a better degree. This is very steep, okay? But it could be a 4th wave, okay? I'm seeing this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's building up a 5th wave. Then you're potentially going to see a larger correction, or it's a 1, 2, 1, 2, and it's going to smash here to the upside, which I think is low probability, very low probability, or for some reason the impulse is done and this is part of a larger A, B, and it's going to create a C wave here to the downside. Okay, it's not going to look great, but it's still going to form a higher low and then break out. So What does that tell you? Keep an eye on the trend. Right. You can see how much volume was in this wave, which tells me that this is a third wave. You have the most amount of volume in your third wave. The fact that Link is pushing up here on lower volume gives me a clue that it could potentially be busy with a fifth wave that takes the high and falls down again, where it now forming a bigger structure back to the upside. Okay. But just keep an eye on the trend. Thank you so much for the super chat. WLD USDT, thanks. Let's go and have a look at that. So thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it. Let's go and have a look. WLD USDT. Let's go and have a look. Oh, WLD USDT. Let's try again. This project sounds familiar. I think I have done technical analysis on this. Oh yes, I have. I love it when I have done some technicals on a specific coin already. Okay, take some work out. It's inside of accumulation zone. Love it. This looks okay, and I mean it's even formed a higher low over here. So whoa, things gonna get crazy over here. When was this? March. Is this the March pump? Okay, legends. I don't want to put the horses in front of the cart, okay? But I can theoretically use this structure, okay, to determine where this structure can go. And that is absolutely insane. So in the let's just calm down. Let's just keep our feet here on the ground. I'm not going to look at this structure. Let's just look at this little structure that's building up over here. This is potentially the first wave, okay, that's forming to build that massive structure back to the upside. So what you want to see is this low needs to be protected. At $1.2, this is the low that needs to be protected. This is potentially an expanding structure of some sorts here to the upside. I'm not going to go and try and count it, legends. It's very overlappy. I need to spend some time to go and count it. But is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I don't know. It's a bit of a complex structure to count here to the upside. But what is more important to me is I want to look at it from a time perspective, from the low to the high. Yes, it's in the zone, and it has made the lows inside of the zone where I want the lows to be made. Okay, so let me keep it simple over here. What I'm seeing here on WLD has massive potential to the upside. This low should not be claimed. Okay, this is accumulation zone, and this is where smart money is buying. And I'll leave it at that. No financial advice. I encourage you to do your own research, and WLD can be traded on weeks. First link down in the description. So thanks for the super chat. This actually looks amazing, and I might even consider adding this from a technical perspective to my spot bags because it looks amazing. Okay, and I mean especially this structure. I mean if I have to go crazy over here, and I just for shits and giggles, let's just see. Maybe I'll just put it on here, and then after a year we can go and look at this and see, did it actually play out? Okay, let's see if my prediction plays out. If we do not take that low that I've just highlighted, dare I say that we can go and hit $18. Dare I say it has an $18 target, which is a 7, almost an 8x here to the upside, and I'm most likely even $23, okay, which is almost a 10x explosion here to the upside. Okay, as long this target for me is a high probable target for this cycle, as long as you do not take this low. Okay, that is my analysis. So thanks for the super chat. And right, legends, I have unfortunately run out of time. Want to keep it short today because I might be doing a live stream over the weekend. So I want to keep it short a little bit here today. So maybe I'll go live tomorrow or Sunday, depending on the price action. And then I'll be here again. And maybe we can do a little bit of an altcoin marathon. And I can go and look at everyone's altcoins. Okay, so let's see, legends. I'm not promising anything, but I want to do another live stream over the weekend. So have yourselves an amazing weekend. Smash up the like if you haven't done so already. Hit subscribe so I can go and hit my 5,000 list. Okay, that would be absolutely amazing, and I appreciate the support. And until the next one, legends, cheers for now.